Hello.
There you are.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
How about
All
now?
right. Go through the charts. Yep, I can hear you.
Oh, great. I was going through the weekly held a bottom band here, and we've got about a 5-year uptrend, so that seemed to have held. Daily, we bounced off that level. It's been holding lately. There's a 4-hour. 1 hour getting kind of extended here, but right back in this higher area. Same 15-minute. There's the 5. Pretty much the same in the NASDAQ. Let's go to oil weekly. Made that lower low. That's held. If we take out that 54-ish area, that's get a pretty decent rally.
It seems to be coiling, that's for sure. Looks like it wants to go higher.
Yeah. 4 hours pretty, we're not even at the midpoint, but seems pretty good. 1 hour. 15-minute and 5-minute. Kind of freight train day, huh?
Yeah, straight out the gate, isn't it? Straight up.
I was looking, I mean, if you look at the NASDAQ ladder right now, it's kind of funny because I mean, look at some of these price points. There's 40 contracts traded. That was just this new breakout high. It did it on no volume, and then you've got heavier contract size here, so that's stop running right now.
Crude breaking out.
Yep, crude's got it's doing a little catch up with the dollar, actually. We'll go to the spread charts real quick. There's the 4 hour. You could see the dollar's kind of, that was the Fed day. We tested that low, and now we've failed, tested the high. We're kind of in this coil. I think if we break down here and then here, that's it. Dollar party over for the next 6 months. Usually trends in the dollar, they last a really long time. You know, here's a daily chart over the last year. So you could see, I could see if this breaks here, it probably is going to go back to here, which will get crude back to the 70s by probably summertime. Or by tomorrow, the way it's trading.
It doesn't take much, that's for sure.
Yeah, when you look at the contract size, it is pretty. Same thing here. I mean, you've got less than 100 contracts in some of these spots. Oh, look at 1,200 contracts at 50.80. Was that a breakout? Must have been stop hunting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems a little extended up here.
Thinking about wanting to pull back, but
You think it's thinking? I don't think these things. It's all algo time, right?
yeah. Well, what I mean by thinking is it's starting to show weakness a little bit.
So you see the red lines,
Yeah.
the horizontals.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it just straight up buy day, though. I mean, that was mentioned on the call. Only be a buyer today.
Yeah, it's well, there goes the dollar again. Early gen. Great.
What's that?
Nothing. Just reading the pro room.
Yourself?
No. Well, I'm thinking there's someone else listening. No, I'm kidding. I was just looking at the pro room stuff.
Got it.
So usually on these kind of days, you got to be patient on in certain system trades.
Yeah.
It was 98. We'll see if it starts to make any kind of topping process. Do you want to cover the lines or no? It's self-explanatory.
On
charts.
hold on 1 second here. My charts are frozen. Come on.
Your server or the?
No, just trying to get him here. There we go. Got it up. So where are the lines with it? What do you have them?
Here's the Nasdaq and S&P.
Got it. And those are the daily lines or the weeklies?
Daily.
Go ahead and zoom out real quick on those. Pull it up. So that was a level that we were looking at this morning. There could possibly be some resistance, that 58 level. The thing with those is there's no signal to You
Right.
gotta wait for a trigger. Just because you have an area doesn't mean you're gonna short it there.
Right.
You gotta have a signal. So
Yep.
I can see where that level came from, though. If you look back to, weren't they a little off just because of how Friday traded?
I think it was just.
Isn't that the general consensus?
The general consensus on what?
Well, with Friday's data being such a short day.
Yeah, it's hard to use that. With the way it moves, it's also on low volume.
Well, the futures didn't even trade the full day.
Right. I would still consider it a full day from a perspective of data, but I guess it wasn't real. Yes, that was at 21.
Crew's just hanging out near these highs.
Yeah, I'll pull up I think the euro is back to being a pretty good. Here's a 5-minute of the euro, and here's a 5-minute of crude, so you can see. We had kind of this big ramp this morning, and crude finally got the memo, but it's basically back to where it was here. So we'll see if the euro's going to drop or oil's going to hang out up here. But it's definitely being driven by dollar flows lately. Once again, back to this chart. Let's go to an hourly. Dollar fall, oil up. See if it holds that level. But crude didn't. It took it out, so that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Go pull up on crude on your CTS charts, not your MT4s. Pull up start with the 30-minute chart.
I gotta reload it. Is it 30-minute?
And then zoom out.
You want a 15-minute?
No, 30.
What do you mean by zoom out? Like smash it?
Yeah, time-wise. There you go. That's where we're headed.
52?
Yeah, so if you look at it from this perspective, you've got a low of 47.20. You've got a high of, let's call it, not even 52, not even that high, but even down a little bit lower, 51, where kind of that range is, right through there, yeah. So that's where we're headed. So if I'm drawing boxes, that's where I'm drawing boxes. And then you've got a midpoint right around the $50 range. So
Okay.
we're headed higher. So that midpoint right there is, so go ahead and, you remember how to draw the boxes? No, I'll show you how to do that. Yes, sir. Higher.
Where do you want to draw it?
Higher. The high of the peak.
Here?
Right there. Yeah, from that range down to where you had it previously, where you had it
Here?
Yep, just like that. Yep. And then do the same thing at the bottom peak of the 2300 hour back on the 29th or whatever. Nope. All the way back to the left.
Here?
No, down. About 46.60, 47. Yeah, that
Here?
low there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those lows. Connect those lows.
To where?
It's our
Right here?
bottom box. Yeah, down from there to about 47. Yeah, just like that. Yep. There you
To
go.
here?
No, down. No, down. Not that far. A little bit lower. Right there. So that's kind of our bottom box range, and then our midpoint, I always just look towards kind of the middle, and then you can see common points of data right around that $50 range that you had it on earlier.
Okay. But once
And
you
that's
go to a
you go
5 minute,
to you go to a 5, and then you're in that zone. So the 50 is support, and then that puts us in our current range of 50 by. Oh, we're headed higher. And that's
it's pretty strong.
yeah, we're headed to that upper band. That's where this is going. Going back up to that 51.40 price.
Yeah, for me, I have it, I think on the 1 hour up in here.
Yep. It's where we're headed. Look at that big spurt.
Strange to get a buy an hour up here, but I guess it is what it is.
Yeah.
Doing its thing.
Good buy signals on the 5 minute there, though.
Yes, sir.
Now the market just wants to play the hanging game, right?
Pretty much. It's just stuck there.
Let's hang out near the highs.
Well,
What news do we have this week?
it's a pretty light week because of the usually the week after. What's it called? Unemployment. It's pretty light. We had ISM services. It came in line, but lower than last month's. And then really nothing till Wednesday. We have FMOC minutes, initial claims on Thursday. That's it. Initial claims have been pretty quiet lately. So see on the minutes, but I think that's already changed with this number, their QE for the rest of the year. No raising rates for a while. Crude oil, wow.
It's a parabolic mover, that's for sure. I mean, when it determines it's going up, it's just get out of its way and trade with it.
Yes. Get the higher time frames here. Scramble is on to get long. Stocks, oil, whatever.
Yeah, they're definitely risk on. That's for sure.
Tripping.
Going back down again. Is there a deep pairing of that? Is that we're seeing that relationship change? That core
Is what?
relationship change? The carry trade doesn't seem like it's going with it anymore.
I mean, it is a little bit, but I mean, here's the yen 5 minute, and that's the stock market 5 minutes. So you be the judge, right? So we had the fall and then the rally, and then we had the fall and no rally. Although the yen does seem to catch up lately. It's definitely lagging. But if you were to think that the dollar trend is changing, then gotta kind of let it do its thing.
Let it play out. Yeah.
Yeah.
One would think we'd get a little extended on crude here, but still not convinced, huh?
They're still on the 15 minute and the 1 hour LATA. Wow. I guess it's just a big volatility's picked up. And it could definitely rally another $1.50 from here. Doesn't seem like much on the chart, but it's possible. Definitely possible. Euro's taking off. We'll see if that'll drag the. I guess the crude oil's already up there, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got a $2 move today so far, so.
Okay, that was one. Wait, where's the chart? Oh, now my chart's like smashed. One, two, three, four. This is number 5. Short.
I'm still ready short this freight train.
I agree. I've heard you.
You've already experienced that.
Right. And I was patient. Trust me. It still didn't.
Yeah. See how it interacts with this high here.
Euro's trying to take out its high. Aussie just did. Crude should go.
Thinking about it.
Almost seems like they're trying to get the old dollar down, stocks up, right?
Yeah, geez. That's what I was seeing. The old correlation.
1047. Where was 1047? We can. So the way that you could use that is have the with the buy only on. That was the last
Yeah.
buy.
The only way I would, it's the only way I'd have been looking today at this thing. I just don't see. I just don't see the shorts. I mean, there's just such a, not yet, anyways.
Right.
The only snapping I'm seeing this thing doing to the upside. You know what I mean?
That is true.
I mean, this thing just moved 40 cents in
A heartbeat.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Yeah, let me look on the.
It almost seems like it's news related.
It's just the dollar. When the dollar starts freight training, that's it.
Yeah.
They're definitely extended in these areas here.
Yeah. Starting to see a little bit of selling up here for the first time.
Well, usually what happens is you get, to me, this is short covering rally, so this last move was kind of it. I could almost see it retracing at some point during afternoon or now or whenever.
Whenever crude wants to.
Well, no, that's the NASDAQ I was looking at. Crude. Taking a breather.
See how it interacts with these highs up here again. See if it maybe pushes higher and then sells off again.
What, on crude?
Yeah.
Dollar made a new low and then bounced, so we'll see. See if it can 4 hour. Whew. Back to that old high. That was the Yemen high, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, that big spike was when bombs bursting in air, right? When they started the Yemen operation. So there's probably a lot of people that want to get out from that level because it's been some serious pain. It still seems like it wants to go that high.
Oh yeah, it's still headed higher. It's kind of drifting though. It's not, you know what I mean? You're not seeing a ton of sellers in here yet.
I don't see any sellers. Might even want to see a blow off top, right?
Yeah.
So usually when I see a trade like this, I mean it's obviously pretty hard to buy it up here
Yeah.
when it's statistically stretched, but what would you want to see for short? Double top or something?
I mean, I'd want to see how it interacts with the 5140 lows.
Because we've all seen the ramp fest get retraced pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Seems different today though. Like for me, it just seems like there's a different feel for the the way the price action's going.
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of just drifting into those highs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Getting to your box.
Yeah, we're getting up there. We're getting a little stretched. No question about it.
So what's the game plan when you hit that box?
Start looking for weakness. Start looking for your shorts. I mean, you're going to pull back at some point up there.
Right.
It's just going to happen. I mean, risk to reward. To me, that's more of like your hourly risk to reward. Like the reward's just not there to be long. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
But taking a short, I think you could probably take a shot if it gets up in.
Yeah. Yeah. Just working itself out over time here.
Sure is. Bonds are, let's go to the bond chart. So we're kind of getting back up to those old highs, and then now we're having a little sell-off. I guess it's trying to retrace. I guess it did retrace the whole half the spike. You can see how much stocks are off kilter. Let's go back to the 1 minute. Maybe gets one more push up into those high, nick a new high, blow off top for the day. We can get short and ride it down 50 cents.
You only need one trade.
Isn't that how it works, though, in crude?
Telling you.
Welcome to Crude Oil. And most of the currencies have kind of topped out. Euro, Aussie. Oh, shoot. Almost fell off my chair.
Yeah, we're getting a little toppy up here. Maybe
Is that the right price level there at 62?
Yeah, I mean, that box is perfect. I mean, it's risk to reward. We're much more prone for a sell-off here than a long.
58. Yeah, trigger looks good, about 50. See if they go and test the high again.
I don't know, man.
They don't just give up that easily, do they? The Bulls? Or maybe they do. Like to be short at 50.
I don't think you're going to get it. Maybe. I mean, it doesn't matter when you're this far extended. It's like I said, this low right here, the previous low here at 41, seeing how it interacts there, because then that puts in its first lower low.
Didn't do it. Their low was 40.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You want to see how it interacts with.
Or are you saying on the 5 minute?
No, that's right. Well, 5 minute, it's we're lower highs, lower lows, testing lows of current and previous. We'd already be short on a 5.
What price? 48?
I mean, this candle has to close first to see.
I'll leave the 5 minute up.
Yeah. Definitely extended here.
So usually, and you'll see on the NASDAQ, it goes and tests the high, and then it could fail, where crude is just like, everything is great, and then it's bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, crude doesn't interact that way.
Although if you see it on a 1 minute, this failed test high here was probably good spot. 50. But it looks like most of the currencies are just stuck in their range too.
Yeah. Would you have the low in my box? 5160? 5161 was the low?
I had 63, it looks like, but
62. Yeah, we're right there. Pretty much the same area.
61. Yeah, I don't know the exact number. You gotta go, what, the 15 minute, 30 minute? I guess it auto adjust, you can't see it.
Yeah.
We'll see how it interacts now with this little bounce.
Yeah.
Maybe it does get to the 63. I doubt it. Usually once you get this broken pattern for the bulls, it's looking for it now. If they're long, they're looking for an exit.
Yeah.
See if you're going to bounce.
Yep.
Same with the NASDAQ. It's kind of faltering. Sort of.
What about the Nazi?
It's kind of like crude, just faltering a little bit.
Yeah.
It's probably stuck in its, it'll be in this range from 37 to 29 the rest of the day. Although the bull's already long, the news that came out Friday is pretty much saying no rise in rates for, well, probably till next year, and then next year,
Yeah.
the next year after that. But so you got to figure that once those people all just got long today and all this was the short covering from Friday, then what's really going to drive the stock market higher right here?
Yeah. Not sure.
Here comes the crude push. It's back to that 50. It's like you got a bird over there.
You know it, man. Chirping in my ear. Chirping in my ear.
Yeah, see crude how that could have got 50s. That's why I like to use that anchor price. You get that first trigger and then it goes right back to it. It's almost like you could offer it there. You just made 20 in like 2 minutes.
I mean, yeah, top tick 50. I don't know if you would have gotten it.
Right.
Yeah, it interacts with these lows at 32 because that's going to be your crucial price. See if it breaks through those lows. There it goes.
There it did.
Yeah.
Still seems like there's
Trend is still up, that's for sure.
Yeah, formation wise, it needs a little work. Needs a little work.
Yep.
This Nasdaq just relentless.
Yeah, they're just, I mean, it's literally hanging out near those highs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, it gets that kind of maybe 37, 32, 36, 34. Looks like it wants a new high.
The NASDAQ definitely does. Crude's not strong enough. NASDAQ's acceptance of price trading near those highs.
Right. Sure is.
You may get your 50s again, though. Do you like it? You do like it as much this time around as you did the first?
Heck no.
Yeah.
No way. Usually it's got an expiration date for me. Like when I look at different signals or I look at different areas or lines, it's kind of the first time it hits it great. Second time, I don't know. Not necessarily a good spot. Let alone the third time, right?
Yeah.
Still low seems like. Just a tough spot. Stand down, right?
Overall trend is still bullish, but I mean, you want to see a pullback.
Yeah, we're still above the top band on the 5 minutes, so
A little extended.
it's harder to short once the cat's out of the bag, right?
Get back to those 32s. Let's see what happens here. There it goes. See how the wicks are starting to form on a 5 minute. Get pretty extended on those wicks there.
Well, we've got the lower lows and lower highs now.
Yeah. You have wicks to the top side of the candles.
Usually how trends change, you'll see where, like, even if you shorted it perfectly here, you barely made 20 cents versus you made 20 cents in like a second here. So that's when you know you're fighting the trend, is when you get in a really good spot and it barely makes a profit target. But on the flip side of that, you always have to be devil's advocate. If you look at some of the buy areas that hit, it went 98, 30, 40 cents.
Yeah.
Now you look at a buy, it came in here at 42, it went 8 cents. So bulls are losing it too. Which starts to show up in what these candles are called. These are dojis, these last two candles. So that's indecision. The bulls and the bears are indecisive.
Oh, they're in agreement, not indecisive.
Wow,
buyers and sellers are equal. They like
pretty certain the volume dropped.
Oh yeah, volume starts to drop. Yeah. No, everybody wants to see who wants to play, show their hand first.
Right.
You have to stick with the bulls though in this case because the trend is still so strong.
Yep.
Now, granted, coming into the close, you may see that change.
I think you got to step back to the higher time frames. Pretty extended on the 1 hour. That's almost a shooting star on the 15-minute. So realistically, you'd want to see it take out that high on this next 4 minutes, because now you've got a topping pattern in the 15-minute. Get short with a stop at 55.
Yeah.
Got to go to the short time frames now. Let's see how it interacts here. It's right on the 1 minute bottom band, above on the 5 minute top band. Who's gonna win? Does kind of feel like crude got ahead of itself.
Yeah.
$46, $42.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the lower highs. I don't think there's any news out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here it goes back to test the high.
A little bit of volume too.
Think it takes out the high?
No, I think the move's over. I think we're done for the day. Yeah, I mean, could it trade back up? I just don't see any conviction to be up $2.30 like it is right now, and to see it move much higher, it's got to be news related. You know what I mean? I mean, it could very well.
I know that 10 a.m. comes out that Glencore crude inventory number. And I can't. It's like a state secret. They don't.
In a half an hour, you mean?
No, it's been out an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering when you said 10.
It came out at. The number came out right here, which was the start of the whole move.
Yeah.
9 a.m. Central, 10 Eastern. So maybe they're actually gonna have a draw. It's possible.
Yeah.
But good luck finding that. So. All right, we'll see you guys in the wrap-up call.
All right, sounds good.
Have a good one.